everyone, welcome again to the new edition of In the Zone. Together with me, Coach PK, Coach Victor, and Coach John. And today, guys, we're gonna talk some most anticipated team coming up next year. It's Brooklyn next, where Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving is heading players of this team. And what most exciting news is Coach Steve Nash will be around with a marriage to the man, and I heard Coach D'Anthony. Oh, so much exciting team that need to be seen next year. Coach V, what do you think about it?
Hi everyone. Okay, so the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, so we have ambitious owner willing to spend money. Check. Star-name coach to attract all the players in Steve Nash. Check. Experienced
Okay.
superstar players with scoring ability. Kyrie, Kevin Durant. Check. Good role players. You know, they without Kyrie and Kevin Durant, they in the bubble they did quite well. You know, so they have a strong bench, good players. Check. So up and coming, yes. But for me, I feel that they are going to fail. They are not going to win the championship because I question Kyrie and KD's real objective. What are they trying to achieve? Are they trying to win a championship only? Personally, I don't think so. I feel that they have something to prove, and it's nothing wrong, you know. But I feel that they are trying to prove, for example, for Kyrie, I feel that he's trying to prove that he can be the MVP without LeBron. KD is trying to prove that he can also be an MVP without the Golden State Warriors. So if you put these two objectives together, trying to win MVP over, you know, team success, it's going to be very different dynamics. Those who have watched The Last Dance, okay, you remember one very important segment when Jordan retired, I think the first time. So it was, I think, with less than 1 second left, and then Pippen was not asked to take the final shot by Phil Jackson, and then he assigned Tony Kukoc to take the final shot. Pippen refused to go in. He said, that's an insult. I refuse to go in. So this ego part, okay, I'm not saying that it's wrong. Everyone wants to be the star of stars. Everyone wants to, shoot the final shot and then leave, the ground holding the MVP. I understand. But in this experiment, I feel that it's going to fail. And it's different from anyone, in case anyone who argues that, like the Lakers experiment. LeBron and Anthony Davis, they are in different situations. Anthony Davis on his own did not go far in his career. So he goes with LeBron. So if AD doesn't get MVP or whatever, his first objective is let me win my first championship. LeBron is, at a certain age, he of course he'll be thinking that, I want to be the MVP. So initially you'll be like a baton being passed to the next person. Kyrie and KD will be different. Can you imagine Steve Nash, all this final 2 seconds, final shot, losing by 1 point. You're going to give the ball to which player? Well, if you win, fantastic. You are the hero. You make the correct decision. If you fail, that's when things get exciting.
Very true. Oh my God. Yeah, all the circumstances, all the odds, okay, is against Brooklyn Nets. But without a question, they have the most, talented players on earth right now. Okay, given they are healthy, because we have a question about KD's and Kyrie's health as well. All right, but no question, they already show how talented basketball player they are. Coach PK, what do you think about it?
Well, I think like what Coach Victor said, there's a lot of issues that they probably have to deal with. No doubt the coaching team is pretty exciting, but I felt that they do not have a defensive-minded assistant coach. It's all offense. So maybe like Steve Nash is going to continue running Mike D'Antoni's run and gun, 6 seconds or less kind of system. So maybe you can see that Brooklyn Nets will become a very exciting scoring team. Of course, they have KD, they have Kyrie, and they will definitely be competitive given that they are healthy this year and next year, all right? And What I think that is that they can go a certain level, but maybe they'll be like the Clippers. During the playoffs, they may not be able to make it. And it depends on how Steve Nash is able to hold back these or have them work for a team objective. Very similar to Coach Victor, I would say that I'm doubtful about their motivations. And KD already won before, so he doesn't need to really prove himself. It's Kyrie who needs to prove himself a bit more. And given that KD is there, I don't know whether he will actually hand over the control to KD or he will try to like I'm better than KD kind of thing, you know. So for me, I don't think that they will go that far. Even if they do, they still have to beat LeBron or the Clippers. Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh yeah. Wow, very true. And Steve Nash also is it is his first year coach, right? Is it right? First year coaching. That's why he's smart. He took the Anthony experienced coaches, okay, to be with him. Actually, Steve Nash, yeah, and he's a two-time MVP player. Let's see what he can do. All right, Coach John, let
Yep.
me hear your perspective.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, yeah, I'd just like to ride a little bit on again what PK and Victor were just saying. I think it's quite unknown as to the objectives of the players, for example, as both PK and Victor said. But I guess the other aspect is we know that the team's got a bit of depth. I think that they're going to have success, but I maybe consider that they just might lack a little bit of experience. And I think Nate, you just touched on it. I was going to mention it myself. With Steve Nash's first role actually as a head coach, he's going to be a little bit inexperienced. So he's obviously, as you said, chosen a couple of experienced assistant coaches to help guide him, I think. And maybe that's also the franchise and the owner's idea, who we don't know whether Steve Nash has actually made the appointment or requested the appointments, or whether the owners put those in place. But I think, potentially if the team stays healthy, as everybody has said, they're a good chance. They're a good chance to be a strong team. And of course, we all realise that trading hasn't finished. So there's still an opportunity for, more movement amongst the group. We just don't know.
Is there
What?
room for more ego?
Well, whether there's room for ego or not, I mean, there might be room for changes. And you just mentioning, what's the offense going to be like? PK saying, it doesn't seem like they've got defense background there. So we all know defense wins games. So they're going to have to work on their defense. There's no question. And if they're going to go heavily with a scoring game, they just got to hope the other team's not as good a scorer as them, right? So it becomes one of those challenges. And again, as I said, with Steve Nash being, an inexperienced head coach, that's going to also be an interesting observation for the season to see how he goes. I mean, there's no doubt he was a fantastic player, but we all know good players don't necessarily make good coaches, and vice versa. Good coaches are not always good players. So it will be an interesting season for them. But I just honestly think as well, if they can hold it together health-wise, they've got a good team, good depth. But I just think they're going to lack experience in the finals as a full team, regardless of any new sign-ups or anything like that.
All right.
About this
So
one thing about this KD and Kyrie combination, both of them produce very lousy shoes. Really. For KD shoes, the earlier days, low cut, there's this low cut thing that got, some players, they are not used to it, sprain ankles because, designs specifically for him. Kyrie, that irritating flap in front, players playing halfway and their shoes are flapping all over the place. I mean, that's my personal opinion. Yeah, a combo of bad shoe designs, man.
Not all about the shoes, though, Victor. I'm sure that sure the team will be in a good pair of shoes.
Under Armour is good. Under Armour is good.
Yeah.
But there's no doubt that these two are phenomenal players. If they are healthy, I think they will be competitive. And so excited to watch them play as well. Okay, more competition, more better teams, more better for us to watch. All right, so everyone look out for this team next year. Okay, especially DeAndre Jordan is there with them. Who else? Maybe like what Coach John say, trading is not yet finished. All right, maybe they like Draymond Green inside, and then so that somebody can shout to KD.
How about so do you think the Nets can beat your Lakers?
Oh, Nets. I think Lakers will be beaten after 10 years. Welcome again to In the Zone Coaches Edition. And today, guys, we have a very special guest with us, Coach TY. He is dubbed as a toddler specialist, all right? The best, okay, trainer for the kids in Singapore is here right now. So you need to watch this because you're going to learn a lot today. Coach TY, can you tell us more about yourself?
Okay, I started coaching in asst basketball in the year 2014, which I'm also one of the pioneer coaches in asst basketball. Right, when asst basketball started, yeah, we were small, but now, boom, look how big we are and how far I got with our fellow coaches today. All right, so I've been coaching from age group from as young as 3 years old
Wow.
to as old as about 16 years old. Right? Yeah.
Okay, you don't need to tell us your secret, but honestly, if you're a coach, you know that it's not so easy, to coach these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even though 11 years old. Coach TY, any advice that we can get from you? How did you manage to do it? Maybe 1 word, 2 words.
I think that kids, they like to play, they like to have fun. So whatever exercises they do, they learn while having fun.
Wow.
That's what I feel. Alright?
Wow, so you create a program for them to make sure they have fun. No doubt, guys, that a lot of our kids, they are from very young age until now they are here. Okay, one of the reasons why SG Basketball is very successful because of this pioneer coach, where they have patience, to cultivate this young age. All right, so guys, if you have kids, totally 3, 4 years old, we start from there. You just call SG Basketball, and we have a very good or great basketball program for each and every one of them. Okay, Coach TY, we're gonna talk about your playing career. Okay, when did you start playing, and then eventually later I'm gonna ask about your coaching. But first, when did you start playing?
I started in when I was about 11. I was just a
Casual player.
Casual player that doesn't play competitive. So eventually I joined my secondary school when I was 13. Then I learned to play a little bit more competitive, like more structured basketball style system. That's where I know a lot of things. I met out with some of the coaches, a few. Then they taught me some of that. That's where I improved, and slowly I get interested with basketball. Right, which is I'm grateful for the coaches, and I'm grateful to them to bring me where I am today. Right. Yep.
Yeah, and I also know that you're playing in one of the highest league here in Singapore, which is NBL Division 1.
Yes.
And then you got championship in Men's Open last time.
Yes.
I don't know. Can you share to us more about your achievements in this area?
For the NBL Division Men's Open category, it was a very tiring but enjoying journey. Yes, I certainly enjoy it, but the process is what I enjoy, because it's like winning championship is definitely very is happy.
Yes.
You celebrate, but the thing is, the idea is behind the process. Nobody see our hard work to get there.
Yes.
So when I managed to achieve it, I work hard, I achieve it. Wow, that feeling is the best feeling ever.
Wow.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah, I could remember that in the game, right? I don't usually shoot three pointers, but in the game against one game against one of the teams, I make a three, and I managed to pull a score away. That was like the best moment.
Very fulfilling.
That was a great feeling. Wow, it was wonderful. Still remember it. Remember it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, as you can see, I told you already many times that all our coaches here has the highest caliber that is in Singapore. That's why we're very confident that we are the best coaching, okay, academy here, okay, right now. Okay, if you're interested to learn more basketball, call us. Okay, okay, coach. And then after that, right? I heard you have so much achievement in coaching. You know, can you name few only, not all, because all maybe tomorrow we finish.
Definitely. Okay, I would say that one of my best achievement will be I used to coach in MPSI, the under 16 boys and under 16 girls. So apparently one of the best memorable experience will be for the asst tournament under 16 boys Division 2. The situation was like this. My team was down third quarter, down 13 points in third quarter. So most of the players were like, wow, oh, crazy, it's the last quarter, we are down 13, we are unable to win. So apparently I tried to motivate them, and out of nowhere we managed to get a comeback and we won. So that was one of my best memorable experience while coaching. Wow, that was good. That was good. The team really didn't give up, they come back, 13 points deficit from the third quarter. It's quite hard. Yeah, it's quite hard. So that was the best moment we have. Yeah.
All right. Okay, and you won a few championships as well back then. But I want to go to your advice. You know, I like watching is a young coach or young players that want to be a coach. Okay, do you have any advice for being a player, and maybe you follow up? You know, how to you become a coach? Why did you become a coach? Okay, what is your motivation?
I would say that, to cut it short, I think straight away short and sharp, I would say that every time we play basketball, we train so hard. Okay, we tend to forget that one very important thing. We tend to forget that we enjoy playing basketball.
Yes.
That's the most important part.
Wow.
We train, we play, we need to remember that. We need to always remind ourselves.
We need to enjoy.
We need to enjoy basketball. If you do enjoy basketball, you come training, you're just going through motion, you won't like what you're doing. In the end, you will burn out, you won't enjoy what's happening. So at the end, right, the main lesson take away from mine idea will be enjoy what you're doing. Everything you do, just remember why you started, because you enjoy doing this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my advice to all the players out there.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
For the coaches.
For the coaches too, okay.
Or aspiring coaches, sorry.
Okay. My aspiring coaches.
Yeah, a lot of players now want to become a coach.
Okay.
Yeah, so can you share to us, what they need to do, okay, and what they need to have, to become a coach if they want to?
I think definitely at the start, you have to be passionate.
Yes.
About the things that you do. As the most important will be passionate in basketball, definitely. And you need to be. It's okay if you want to be a coach. You don't have experience for coaching, but you need to be passionate. Okay, that's the main part, right?
And everything will follow.
Yes, everything will follow. I think that's attitude is very important. Definitely, attitude.
Yes.
Attitude means everything.
Especially you're coaching with a 3-year-old, 4-year-old.
Yes, you need to be passionate. You need to have the attitude. You need to. What's that?
Have
the fire, the spirit.
All right,
guys. All right.
Guys, I personally, coach together with Coach TY, and I can see how he coach. And he's really creative. He's really passionate about what he's doing. And I believe a lot of his boys really improved so much. Because why? Because he has a passion. He has the will, to make sure the kids improve. All right, guys, Coach TY, last parting words. Okay, before we finish and we're done.
Okay, remember, enjoy playing basketball. Okay?
All right. Coach TY, thank you so much for being here today. All right, appreciate it so much. And that's for In the Zone Coaches Edition. See you next time.
welcome to Elevate Your Game. This is Coach Gerald. Okay, today I'm gonna teach you how to shoot a 3-point. Okay, there are some techniques to take note. Okay, one is follow through. Okay, the other one, okay, remember to push. Okay, borrow strength from your legs. All right, push it through. Okay. Okay, as you can see, okay, I use my legs to push it up. Okay. Now we're gonna add dribble. Okay, one dribble and shoot. One dribble, shoot. Alright. Okay, that's it for Elevate Your Game. See you.
Guys, so if you have any comments or suggestion, or what do you think about this Brooklyn Nets looks like next year, please comment below and suggest, and definitely we're gonna read it, and maybe we can shout your name out loud here is In the Zone. All right, guys, that's for In the Zone, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Hey guys.
Uh,
See you all again. Bye.